We are live.
All right. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you are joining us from the world. So, welcome to another episode of Caring Moms Go Live. I'm Emily, and today's topic is very close to our hearts. It's about our immigrant journey. And if you think that my voice is a little weird and I don't really talk as hyper as I used to be because I'm actually in the hotel now in the Philippines and my husband is just sleeping next to me right there on the bed. But anyway, right now, this conversation is so important to all of us, and waking up early for me is absolutely worth it. I was awake since 2 in the morning, but you'll hear from several amazing moms right here. We are four right now from different parts of the world, so who each have their own unique immigrant story. We've all experienced sacrifice, change, uncertainty, hard work, and moments where we had to rebuild ourselves away from home. Even though now I'm here in the Philippines for 1 month to visit my family, one thing many immigrants have in common is this: we didn't leave our country or home country because life was easy. We left because we wanted better opportunities, more security, and brighter future for our families. So tonight, we're not just talking about struggles, we're talking about growth, lessons, resilience, time freedom, financial security, and creating more options for the next generation. So each one of us here, speakers, will introduce themselves and answer a question connected to their personal journey. And after each share, we'll reflect a little deeper because we know many of you listening can relate to these experiences. So grab your coffee, relax, and join us for this helpful conversation. Again, my name is Emily, originally from the Philippines. I reside permanently in the US. I'm a happy wife, a proud mom of one. I'm also a grandma, a special ed teacher by profession, and of course, a very proud digital business owner. So the first speaker that I would like to call is Sis Joyce. So Sis Joyce, take it away.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, world, depending of the country where you're watching us from. My name is Joyce. I am originally from Congo. I'm living in Australia, Adelaide. I am a mom of three and a wife and a happy digital business owner. And I'm here to answer question that you may have or you have been facing. And the question Emily will ask me, and I will answer accordingly. And that question will really resonate with you as an immigrant as well. So yeah.
Oh, Sis Joyce, you can just go ahead and do it, or do you want me to ask you
Just
that question?
yeah, you can just read the question because I joined with my
Okay,
phone. So yeah.
okay. Um, what part of your immigrant journey shaped the way you look at money, security, and opportunities today?
As my own story as an immigrant, I came not necessarily as an immigrant, I came as a refugee. So refugees back home in the country where it wasn't our countries, it was like a second country of resettlement. We suffered a lot of poverty and no like lack of job. So we knew that when we get to the other side of the world, we will work hard, we will accumulate money, we will save, we will build back home, we will help our people. So as refugee, I came to Australia knowing that I'm going to do 2 to 3 to 4 jobs. I don't know how I thought about it, but I thought that was an opportunity for me to build what I didn't build back home. And even myself, as I came as married and children, I knew that it was a time for me to catch up with whatever I didn't achieve in life. But the reality of the immigrant, we come here, we start as we plan. I jumped into the business, into the workplace. I work in a healthcare industry ever since I arrived in Australia. I was I work in residential aged care facility when I came, as well as disability work, and I could juggle night shifts to morning shifts, and I did it for 2 years. Those 2 years, instead of accumulating money, every single fortnight, money will come from two jobs, from a non-stop shift to the other, and money will come, but no saving was left at the end of every fortnight. The bills, the rent by then, the school fees of the children, groceries, and everything that you can name as expenses. I didn't have enough money. In exchange of those two jobs when I arrived in Australia, it was my health. I end up getting injured at work. I had a shoulder injury, my right arm injury, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I thought, why then I'm killing myself and I can't see any saving? Since then, in 2019, 18, 19, I told God I didn't think that what I thought back home, that I will come to catch up with everything I didn't achieve in life, I will be able to do it. Now, Lord, as my children are missing me, my children, honestly speaking, they were being raised by, one of our sisters said, it was a cyber family. I had to talk to them on a video call, on face chat, because I couldn't be physically at home. And at the end of the day, there were no saving. Every single year, I will just survive to restart again after the tax return, and there's nothing. Only, thank God, what I achieved so far, it is a mortgage that I pay every fortnight, not my own house. So I finally realized that working hard as an immigrant was not an answer, but it's an exchange of my own life. I trade my own health to work or to money. Then I said, it's not the money that I look for, it's not the riches that I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that will be a stable income that will help my future and even the future of my children. I struggled until I found this digital business last year. And thank God I joined this business. As a new person, a 6 month only in the business, I can testify that God has put me in a right position, in a right place, where as an immigrant, as a refugee from Congo, where there is war forever, I will build something that will not only help me and my children here, but I will help also the orphans, widows, and even people who are really in need back home because of this business. Because it is the business that doesn't snatch me any more away from my children. I do it in my own time, on my comfort, in my comfort of my house. My children are happy. I did the other day, I did a live with them. They are so happy, more than ever before. Having being teenagers, they have lots of questions that I have to answer as their mom. If I will continue the rhythm that I was in, of three job, two job, absent completely, my children were really lost. So they are happy. I am happy. I'm not chasing riches or wealthy. I'm chasing something that will guarantee me to be a mother and to be a valuable parent to my children, as well as a happy wife with my partner, so that we may rebuild again a family value, so that we may have a happy family, not necessarily to have more money. Of course, the business is paying us very well. So I am inviting every immigrant who's struggling as me, and I know the guilt of being a stranger parent. Nobody else can experience except the parent who's struggling like that. And seeing your children always teary, Whenever you leave them, they ask you question, when are you going to come back? Tomorrow you are with them, you just temporary, it's shower, changing, go. Shower, changing, go. Eating, even sleeping, it's barely. People sleeps. I have testified many people dying in this country, not because of blood pressure, cancer, or diabetes, but because of tiredness. So, my friends, my audience, if you are tired, it's two choice. Either you are ready to die or you are ready to start a new thing. Thank you so much. I hope you will resonate with all of us here and you'll get in, and we'll see you inside starting your business and help you in every step. Thank you so much. Back to you, Emily.
Wow. So much, Sis Joyce, for that. And whether you are a refugee or whether you're immigrant, I think you can relate to that. I would say it's a mind shift in Sis Joyce, giving her journey that is very. It really touched my heart because me personally, I left my daughter, my only child, so that I can go to US and give her a better life. And with that as well came to a very big sacrifice. And when you come from uncertainty or sacrifice, you start looking at money differently. Like Sis Joyce was saying, that yes, money is really good, but it is for her, being present with her children is far more important than just the income. And of course, the stability. And for all of us, freedom for our family as well. Sometimes our journey teaches us that opportunities don't always come knocking. Sometimes we have to be brave enough to create them. And that's exactly what Sis Joyce, coming from her country to be a refugee here in Australia. So thank you so much, Sis Joyce, for that uh, sharing. And now let's hear from Sis Naomi. Take it away.
I'll give it a go to Sister Labina to answer, to go for question two.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. Go ahead. Do you want
thank you,
to?
ladies, and all our viewers across the globe. It's a pleasure to be back with these ladies here. I've been off for a while, and I am happy to have joined them today. I'm not all that well. That is why you haven't been seeing me, but I am glad to be here. The question that I have today, Emily, remind me of the question because I think
Okay.
Sister Joyce said a lot.
Okay. So it's many immigrants work extremely hard just to survive. So, at what point did you realize that working harder alone may not be enough for long time freedom?
Thank you so much. As I said, my name is Irabna, originally from Ghana, and I'm a registered nurse by profession. A registered nurse who was working multiple shifts. As Sister Joyce said, her story is very close to mine. I was never home. I was always working. I was the overtime queen. My people, if you are watching us and you are doing that to your family, you have an option here. I was an overtime queen, and one morning I did overnight and I had done several shifts. So literally, I was tired. I was driving and I hit the curb not once, but twice, denting my car. And we all know that insurance, we have deductibles, right? After all the work that I did, every time going to work, my deductible was $500. I got a wake-up call from that morning. When I called the insurance company and they said, okay, we can fix your car for you, but the deductible is $500. Can you believe that, my sister, my brother, I did not have a savings of $500 in my account? Meanwhile, every single day, I was working doubles. Not that I don't have a life. Yes, I didn't have a life. Literally, working hard and not seeing what you're doing with your money. because the bills are there. The loans come. I went to a nursing school that was very expensive. So the loans are there. You have credit card bills. Family back home is relying on you. We have dreams that we keep pushing aside because life is hard in the diaspora. So that morning, that agent that I called for the insurance company made me realize that I cannot just be working hard. I need to find a way and a solution to working smart. Meanwhile, I had seen this business all along. Every time it comes and I brush it aside. Every time it comes and I brush it aside. So that day, I took a bold step when that ad of my mentor came to me. I said, well, I have nothing to lose here. I will watch the free webinar and then take the next step, which is a refundable $149. I didn't have 500, but I had 149. So I said, okay, let me take a chance here. I took that chance, and today I am grateful that I did, because guess what? You haven't been seeing me. I have been off sick for 5 weeks. The question I'm going to ask you is, if you have an emergency that you are sick and you cannot physically go to work, and your process of leave is not kicked in yet, would you have something, a cushion? Would you have a cushion to rely on if the paychecks are not coming? If the paychecks, like you don't get paycheck for at least, let's say even 1 month, are you going to survive? That is the question I want to throw to you today. Because my testimony is this business sustained me during this period that I've been sick at home. I have not been paid, and this business is the one sustaining me. So my sister, my brother, if I'm telling you this business is legit, it is real, come and check it out. You will have nothing to lose. I am passionate about it because I have experienced it physically. I have literally just experienced the power of having something on the side. It's not a get-rich-quick business. It is a business that grows with you. You're going to learn, you're going to implement what you learn, and you're going to succeed if you have the mindset to win. You have to get the mindset shift to be able to grow this business. So that was my shift. When I hit the curb, my car got dented and messed up, and I needed $500 and I did not have it. That was my blinking lights. I was like, I'm not lazy. You are not lazy, my fellow immigrants. We come here and we work hard. We are not lazy, but we have to start working smart. We have to start living. We have to be ready to, have an option that will give us time to spend with our family, quality time to spend with our family. I can't even. So yes, if you're watching us, we encourage you to come in and just check it out for yourself, because you have an option. You have options. Don't sit there and think you are stuck. No, we are here to guide you. You have an option. Thank you so much, Sis Emily.
Thank you so much, Sis Abena. That's such a powerful point to share, because many immigrants are some of the hardest working people in the world. And we know that because we are all here immigrants. And thank you for highlighting that taking a leap of faith to pay 149 to check this online business, because whether we like it or not, whether you people who are listening right now, one day you will realize that working long hours alone may not always create the freedom we dreamed about. Sometimes we just need that little push, a little checking out what is in front of you. We don't want you to wait to hit a curb like Sis Abena just shared with us. So check this out. So the next speaker would be Sis Naomi. Take it away.
Thank you, Sis Emily, for the chance. I just before I introduce myself, I just remembered something about the 149 US dollars. You know, many times we look at this money and mostly we can go out, have lunch with our loved ones, and one for not even 149, 200 just goes down and you never get it back. I remember when I found this business, the free webinar. Can you imagine? I was working 2 to 3 jobs, but I didn't have money to pay. 149, I didn't have that money because I was living paycheck to paycheck. So I had to wait for another pay, and I realized I didn't have it. And then I had to wait for another pay, and I said, okay, I don't have it. But when I look at myself, I'm going out with the boys sometimes, I buy for them lunch, money is gone. I'm going out to do a shopping, sometimes it's 300 and something. But now I just want to pay this one for none. And I didn't care if I'll get it back. I just wanted to check out the information because I was looking for something. And I just want to challenge someone here that 149 US dollars, you go out there, you eat something or do something and it's done. But this one for none will help you check out the information that will change your life. All right, without further ado, my name is Naomi, a happy wife, a proud mom of 2 boys. I'm originally from Kenya. I live in Adelaide, South Australia with my family, and I thank God for this morning. Good morning, Australia. Good evening, US. And Philippines, it's morning. I just realized we're just 1 hour apart. So thank you, Sis Emily, for standing up with us from Philippines. So I just want to share my once I found the online business, how my how it opened my eyes. You know, when I came to Australia, a land of green pastures, I knew I would work hard. So for someone who, if someone has worked there, okay, everyone has worked there, but for me, I've also worked hard. 2 to 3 jobs, connecting. Throughout the night, I pass by home, eat the breakfast, sometimes eat in the car, and just head out to another shift. Just running after every shift, overtime, to make ends meet and, yes, achieve that financial breakthrough. But I realized whatever I was chasing, I wasn't getting it because I realized I was trading time for money and I was missing literally everything. And my body was done. I was tired, you know. I've been in Australia for almost 10 years, but I reached a point I asked myself questions. For how long will I be working like this? Because I don't see that I'm moving forward. When I look back where I'm coming from, nothing much that has changed. And I realized, no, this should not be the way. And once I knew I didn't have time freedom. And when we talk about financial freedom and time freedom, we are not talking about wealthy and riches. We are talking about where you have the balance. You have time. You don't have to trade time for where you don't need to be physically present at your workplace 24 hours to make a living and miss out everything, miss out your family time, miss out to have rest for yourself, and even mess up with your health. Because even me at some point, I had issues with my health because I could not rest. And when I found this business, it really opened my eyes that I can now have more time for my family, more time with my boys, and still provide. And I was able, within months, I was able to reduce my hours of work to only 1 job. And what does that mean? That means that I'm able now to be more present than before because I was literally absent. I was a stranger in my own home. I didn't have even time to sit at my couch and enjoy even my cup of tea, relaxing. No, I was on the run. You can imagine. And that's why we are out here to share that you can start working smart as in migrant. These are the things I've had a chat with so many people, and so many people have just shared. These are the things, these are the realities in the ground which people don't talk about. What you see on social media, that's not what it is. The reality in the ground is different. Children are suffering, they are missing their moms and their dads. And that's why we are here to share that you can shift, you can still earn a living and still spend more time with your family if you start working smart. Working 2 to 3 jobs, it's just burnout. and it's trading time for money, and you miss out everything. And we are testifying here that that's what we've gone through. And now I'm grateful that I'm able to spend more time, quality time with my family while still I'm building my future. Yeah, no, of course I haven't arrived there, but I'm happy and I have peace because now I have more time to rest for myself, more time for my family. I don't work more as I used to be, and I'm building and I'm growing. And the business is not only about money; it's about building friendships. It's about impacting lives in the community. It's about growing yourself personally, and even the confidence and the personal development. So it's a lot of things that you learn in what do we call it's holistic growth in your life. So if you are a mom or dad and a migrant, wherever part of the world you're watching from, and if you have been able to come across this message, there is a reason as to why you are seeing this message. And if you resonate, and if you are an immigrant who is stuck, tired, asking yourself questions, please check this business out and you will never regret you checked it out. Paying, watching a free webinar and paying $149 to check out the information. And if you find out the information is not what you are looking for, ask for your refund. It does not cost you anything. $149, you just go out there, buy Angry Jacks or whatever else you buy, and it's gone. But this one will help you check out the very, very important information. God bless you. Thank you for watching.
All right. Thank you so much, Sis Naomi. I can definitely relate to most of the things that you just shared, including having 2 to 3 jobs, because I've been in that position years ago, and it was exhausting. I also experienced just eating in my car to go from one job to another, and sometimes putting on my uniform to get to the job inside my car. So I can totally relate to that. And time freedom is something many immigrants don't realize they're missing until years have already passed. I started this online business because I missed so many milestones in my daughter's life, and I don't want to miss the milestones with my grandbabies as well. So now I'm here in the Philippines enjoying the time with my grandbabies, and I'm so happy to see them. And having flexibility to spend more time with your family, travel or rest, or simply be present is such a blessing. So an online business can open doors that traditional work sometimes cannot. So like all of us here are saying, check this out. So the last presenter would be Sis Barb. So take it away, Sis Barb.
Thank you so much for having me, Sis Emily. Last but not least, my name is Barbara, a mother of 3, a registered nurse by profession, and a passionate digital business owner. I'm also talking about this immigrant business because I'm an immigrant. You can imagine before you leave the country, you will be looking for places to go. Apply every country, and whatever give you the visa first is where you dash to. And a lot of immigrants leave their home country to create a better life. How can building any additional stream of income help create a better life, an option for the next generation? An extra stream of income will actually break the cycle, the financial pressure. It creates more opportunities. Because when I left Zimbabwe, I was thinking I need something better for my children. Little did I know I was coming to pay international school fees. So one pay was not enough. So like everybody else, looked for agent shifts, double shifts, and long shifts. I was forever tired and sleeping. One of my sons at school, they were asked, "What does your mom like to do on show and tell?" And he said, "My mom loves sleeping." And I think, oh my God, he doesn't realize I'm tired. He says, "Moms don't get tired. She just likes sleeping." So guys, when we say there is pressure, really, it's there. Because we will be missing out on children. By the time you come home, they are sleeping. When they want to play with you, you are sleeping or rushing to another job. That's not enough again. At home, they are waiting. Like I'm an only girl, elderly parents, siblings, everybody's looking at you. And you want to help them because that's how we're brought up. You can't let your sibling suffer when you can. So, more opportunities, we needed them, and we still need them. More stability, more freedom, and more choices so that our children can also have what we didn't have. So we arrive in this country or wherever we will be going, working hard, and still feeling trapped, still feeling like we are in survival mode because that's how we do. You survive and you wake up, you go back again. But after a while, you get burned out. You actually know and realize that's what I did as well. I realized working hard alone was not enough. Working many jobs was not enough. It was actually piling on me. And you know, when you get stressed, you trigger so many conditions. And I didn't want to be able, not to be able to be there for the children, not to be there for my elderly parents, not even to be there for myself, because I didn't have time for self-care. It was just work, 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 work. So building an extra stream of income matters so much. When I came across this digital business with a proven system and it's working, I said, thank you, God, for answering my prayer. So if there's one mom out there, one mom immigrant out there who is also praying for a breakthrough, this could be your option. Option to spend more time with your children. Option to help your elderly parents. Option to stop stressing. Every time when you see a bill, you think, oh my God, what is it? Option to travel without begging for a leave. And my friend Emily's back home in Philippines, because she is able to, because of this digital business. So the journey is bigger than money. And second income stream is bigger than money because it gives you time, freedom. You don't exchange time for money. And even you enjoy your grandchildren, you enjoy your family, because, you know, being an immigrant, being a mom, it's carrying too much responsibility. But if you join, if you start your own digital business, you will be telling me another story when we come again on this forum. So if you need a hand, we are here to help you. Just tap on our website and or write in the comment section. We'll help you. You are never left alone. Back to you, Sis Emily.
Thank you so much, Sis Barb. So, to those of you who are listening, please don't let your children or grandchildren think that your hobby is sleeping. So, I love that perspective because many of us sacrifice so much for the next generation. Building an additional income stream is not always just about money, it's about creating options, choices, and a different future for our children and grandchildren. So, before we close tonight, we just want to say this to every immigrant who may be feeling tired, stuck, or exhausted. Please don't give up on yourself. Your sacrifices matter, your journey matters, and your story is still being written. Many of us came to a new country carrying dreams, responsibilities, and hopes for a better future. Sometimes we get so busy surviving that we forget we also deserve to truly live, enjoy life, and create more options for ourselves and for our families. So, guys, keep believing, keep growing, and don't be afraid to try something new that could change your future. Each one of us here, we tried, and here we are now. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and thank you to all my amazing moms for sharing your beautiful journeys. So until next time, God bless everyone, and we'll see you again next Wednesday.
Thank you and bye.